Hi, loving friends. This is Chris Parr from Merakilight Healing, and thank you for being here today. Are you lost and confused about your purpose? Have you lost the vision for the future? Then I have a great video for you today, Divine Ones. What is far vision? That you will live to see a new age and a day, and you will achieve your destiny, thriving. This is a long vision. What is a far vision? Your truth is a journey out of your body and out of this time and into another time. This is the long vision. It is time to do the impossible, unimaginable, and the unknown, Divine Ones. You are extracting, retrieving, pulling, drawing out your great mind and out of your body, divine truth, your divine truth, remote viewing, descending and receiving, to plunging you with truth and self-analysis, that the divine will fill you with the truth. You, dear one, can freely travel in the understanding of the mystery of your great miraculous mind. Let's teach you how to transcend your mind, so you may learn to quantum jump into a doppelganger, or into a successful you, a happy you, a healthy you, a wealthy you, a fully awakened you, a powerful healer you, and jump in the future time to lay a talisman there, or a destiny there. Grandmasters, it will take great discipline, devotion, and commitment here on your part to reteach yourself, to take your mind to remote view the future and to remote view the past. Oh, what a power to re-find. You see, each of your accomplishments as a truth, the truth allows you to venture out and feel safer, leaving your head and your body. Each time you go forward into truth, you will go into a little further out of your head and out of your body. Each truth is a journey out of your body and out of this time and into another time. This is the long vision, that if we get your presence, your signature, your print, your frequency in a future time, we will have achieved the greatest crossing in the greatest age of time. We have achieved a destiny of thriving, not by luck, not by chance, but by divine providence. Then we can begin to understand the nature of the divine providence, a manifestation of divine care or direction. What if the divine is in us? Then it has everything to do with what we do here, Divine Ones. As you leave your body through quantum jumping, with the mind, nothing will happen to your body. You're not going to die if you venture out of your body and astral project yourself. The applications to the simplest discipline have enormous reaching capacities. Remember, it's all about creating personal reality. Can personal reality be so elastic to cross the chasm of time? Of course it can. In the great art of mind to matter, we're developing a bigger mind because we are experiencing the most exciting experience ever. And it's you doing the impossible. And we starseeds, crystals, indigos, do it all the time here. We're trained to do the impossible and walk. We are waking up and recognizing this is what we are doing. We are turning the impossible into the possible. The impossible was put on the shelf of your brain as some ordinary thing. Well, to remove it from the shelf in your brain is quite an extraordinary thing to do, to take it off of the shelf and to reinvent yourself into a discipline, a commitment, a devotion to make it possible. You see, each correct mind to the environment, matching truth, the truth we begin to put it upon a necklace of shiver. The more pearls, accomplishments, the more ravishing the necklace, the more truth, the more lavish the environment, Divine Ones. The simplest discipline is if you dare to think this, to build the pearls of truth in you, which allows you to have a larger environment. The more that we apply to reap truth, the bigger the mind, the greater the environment, that we can hold the impossible, whether it's over a chasm of time, dimensions of possibility, whether it's the journey from here to there or back again. You have not even begun to dream what truly brings you an extraordinary living, Divine One. To hold the vision of a lifeline is actually only demonstration of the God Goddess in you that holds a possibility for you, but most abid by the consensus of free will. You are a God Goddess. You can translate it any whatever way you want to, or any form you want to. Individuality essentially means you are divine. You are pre-existing, you are anti-existing, you are always there because you are the harbinger of time. Time lives in you and nowhere else, Divine Ones. You see, most but not all have segregated attitude in creating a conscious reality into part of your brain that is ineffective now. to some far corner, some remote corner of one's mind and one's brain. Instead of utilizing the training that it is words and that truth is never regulated, if we regulate to somewhere else, we never get to experience what I'm trying to tell you, of what I'm here to do with you all. And you are all here to learn how to do this. The whole beauty of everything and every word I have ever said on my videos and typed in my daily write-ups, who have assisted in private healing sessions and activation sessions, and everyone I've attuned, all of it was to address the whole body, mind, and soul of every individual, holistic. You see, grand ones, the great I am, and that whole begin to connect you to the unthinkable, and the unsayable, the unimaginable, the unknown, to the 0 point energy within you, to your soul, to higher levels of consciousness, to the magical holy child within, to the conscious observer, that divine element that is here for you for a reason, and to connect you to all aspects of your being, and to detach you from your body so you can quantum jump into outer worlds or other worlds within worlds, to say this is me wearing this physical body, to operate the dials in your higher mind and brain, and to operate the equipment of your whole physical body. We're going to think from nothing to create our reality. For everything physical comes from thoughts and light. It's going to happen. And then with your physical body, you're going to experience it. Your reality, your thoughts to the material. You give your thoughts life this way. From the void to the brain to the physical, to be a conscious creator, you give what you create a personality. You are rewarded by the pleasure and the excitement of embracing your own idea. Creation, imagination, passion, and creativity. You are rewarded by gazing upon the beauty of what you made, physical and to your reality, divine ones. Like woodworking, I get a thought, my brain puts the many thoughts together to make the wood project come together, then the physical vessel carries them out. I gaze upon the beauty of the before, the middle, and the end of what I created. This is also the same with my healing sessions. You tell me your story, your pain, your traumas. My higher mind puts the pieces together. My soul, my unseen friends, and healing team, and your healing team, right? Through the physical vessel to make the multi-layer shiftings in your life, to take shape. After I get experience your revelation with you, as I gaze at the beauty of the newly evolved you. My eye, the beholder, my reality, is beautiful, coming into wholeness. Your truth is its own shining pearl within. We are polished by our accomplishments, and we are living light of our accomplishments, divine ones. Your neural nets in your brain show you how you can do it, unheard of possibilities. And if we can achieve that enlightenment in that moment to moment of an hour, of a day, of a week, or throughout the night, if that is all we get, we are then far richer and far closer to identifying our purpose on earth and in life, and why life is a mystery to us. We then begin to solve it, right? I'm here to inspire you towards you coming out with another metaphysical thread of truth for you. So when you leave this video, I hope you learned and expanded on a lot more about identifying your purpose in life and gain a truth on this today. Come from a deep truth, and let destiny be your truth as well. My application is to apply what I've learned into the exponential of my truth. Now, connect to learning to your environment, the will, and who has got that will? The power of your will to make it happen. That is what you want here to learn from my teaching. After consulting my high masters and great beings, what we are creating for you, starseeds, indigos, crystal children, and higher frequency beings, it's a divine purpose more than any visionary had about it. All the potential visionaries get in the way of the vision. At the heart of setting a mission for young minds, and how we take a young mind and develop it into an extraordinary. At the same time, the youth grows up imbued with self-confidence, fairness, righteousness. It's an art. The art has to be at the heart of the purpose of this video. And whoever is against the purpose will be the strongest individual to not bend in the wind. To hold the purpose above all objection and all opinions, so destiny can unfold, your destiny can unfold, divine ones. The reason God Goddess is important is when in a unique expansion of solitude, there is that tempted moment of failing, to admit to losing, to admit to pain. There's in every human being a lost and not knowing how to connect to it. What they think and the reality out in the environment. Everyone depends on the existence of a supernatural being Whatever one calls it, doesn't matter. It's important that someone be a lifeline from your despair into the future. There is a lifeline that someone cares, that something cares. After all, you are here, aren't you? Experiencing life. There must be a purpose to your pain, a purpose to your suffering, your quiet inward landscape of the thoughts of your mind and your feelings. There has to be a God Goddess that takes care of every human being who has lost their way, who has come to the dark night of the soul, in which they have lost the vision for the future. That they are lost and confused about their own purpose. Everybody tells you what your purpose should be. You should go here and go there and do this and that, and you force yourself through all the motions, but you're not fulfilled by them because they do not have the vision of your future, because you have lost it. A divine being is necessary for every culture and every being, not only to our feeble accounts to describe something caring about us, to give us wakefulness and consciousness that must follow purpose, but something that has an intention for us when we ourselves become despaired and lost. Only God Goddess, whatever you wish to call it, seems to only have and possess the long vision of your purposeful life. That's why it is divine. That's why we know in our hearts, in our mind, that God Goddess loves us. But does God Goddess love us enough to reveal the purpose to us, divine ones? Every human being must have something they can rely upon that says that over there is the future. Every soul must have something they can believe in. When they have lost belief in themselves, of some higher power that has a reason for their existence, because if you lose that, then you're left wholly and solely to your own collapsing despair. This is all true, divine ones. You're participating in the revelation of what a true spiritual journey is all about, and what it really means. In the temperance of that, why I am here, for everything I have written in my daily write-ups and said to you in my videos for all these times and all the history is why I am here. And for all the reasons you believe I am here, I am here. This is what my writings and videos are about, the school of wisdom I share with you, divine ones. God Goddess holds a long vision for you. I too will hold a long vision for you, divine ones. We are beginning to find the bliss, the beauty, the enchantment, and the magic of our purpose, your purpose. When we have found this fine work, and it will reveal itself to you, that we have all come a great distance for this. When we can truly, really look and see the whole world in such a simplicity because of the work of our effort, true enlightenment, self-enlightenment, the act result in state of defying to self-understanding when we have connected our reality directly to the kingdom within us all. We are imbued, inspired, with a feeling and quality stained with the pearl of truth. We will know when we have done the greatest of work, because in that expanded, pristine, pearlless moment, you will see the whole world in that. In a grain of sand, in the budding of an insignificant flower, we can look upon all people and see the same in them. Now we know that not only have we reached an important aspect of our own understanding and power, but we have been fulfilled with the bliss of wholeness, that the answer of who sent us is becoming more clearer. The wholeness to which we feel and know and so much that part of what we share. It's wants of individually yet sublimeness of wholeness with everyone. We will know in that we have the God Goddess within us with a purpose. With this understanding is only a milestone to a greater understanding yet to come. It all begins by learning your thoughts, your thinking to your reality. If definitely it won't be sad, that's for sure. It will bring you a new joyous attitude, your joy that has always been within outwards, little by little. Now the whole of your life is purposeful. That's right, you have purpose, a unique individual purpose, yet of the whole. This is a purposeful and a new beginning for you. My vision as a teacher and a healer is to each and every one of you is to hold a long vision of you forward where the land meets the sky, and to be incorruptible, not susceptible to corruption, and not subject to death or decay, everlasting. And I am holding and feeling of this vision for you, divine ones. I hold the far vision of all of you in your power, all of you achieving your dreams, all of you being the greatest versions of yourself, all of you healthy, wealthy, and living your life to the fullest. For you, like the individual pearl, grain of sand, and opening flower buds, holds the whole. God Goddess holds a long vision for you, and I too will hold a long vision for you. Your immediate circumstances do not reflect the rest of your life. They can change, and they will celebrate this. For as the morning rises again, you are blessed with a new day and a new adventure to create what you set forth to learn and to create here. All of you are revisiting the God Goddess within. I am your teacher, writing inspiring words to ignite the master within. It is my joy to hold a vision of you healed, healthy, full of purpose, diving in and fulfilling your destiny, your utterly of your uniqueness, and achieving all you want to achieve. This is my love for you. I hold this vision far beyond where you usually give up and throw in the towel. I see the obstacles you face, and you do not need to face them alone. You see, it is important that your teacher be not only the flowing current of life, like the water or the wind, but the whole landscape that can withhold any storm. And because you never want a teacher to give up on you, and I am not going to give up on my long vision of me, just like God Goddess holds a long vision of me, just like I hold a long vision of you. No matter what's going on, you're going to make it, and you're going to create it. That's a promise. To know what your possibilities are, that the dream you are holding in your mind, that is possible. It is known what your potentials are, is you are destined for success, and you have greatness within you, and that you are more powerful than you may be aware of. Because when you do not apply yourself, when you are drowning in self-pity, shame, guilt, fear, unhealthy anger, doubt, when you are afraid, intrepid traveler, because of the fear of failure, when you're locked in but your own thinking, that is when a person has collapsed in consciousness. They are hoping someone has found a purpose in their madness, a reason for their setbacks, letdowns, and failures, a dignity to their suffering, that something cares about you, and you know innately that no human being could possibly know exactly what you think and feel, and just how dark it is, because they are not you. You innately know that. That is when that aloneness is the most feared. It is at that time people begin to pray. It's a last resort when all else seems to fail. We pray. They begin to talk to God Goddess. They ask for help by asking the observer, or God Goddess, which sees that the word and action of prayer, and then intervenes, because we are so alone in our uniqueness. In whichever situation, begin to call it out for help. And sometimes it comes in subtle ways, or intense in your face ways, or sometimes it seems it doesn't come at all. Understanding this has to be embodied in a teacher who has the power of consequences, who has the power of reality, and who is unmoved by childish outbursts, who always holds a greater vision. Doesn't matter who you are, for you, and always teaches to that and inspires to that. And not that the words are without meaning, because I can take you on a discipline today, and we will know the truth. I can prove and all that I say by being a living, walking beacon of what I say. I live my philosophy. I imbue it. I embody it. And I live my truth. And you can too. You can live your truth and embody your truth. And let your truth change others, which in turn activates their own truth within them. Therefore, what I do is I am a teacher of hope. I know it is a word you hear a lot lightly, but it is about what has connected you to your future. That is what a teacher like me does. It's not a platitude of religion, a remark or statement that has been used too often to be interesting or thoughtful. It is not strictly philosophy. It is a school of ancient work. Nothing is more ancient than your work. Bring your work out that's within you. Bring it out, divine ones, your ancient teachings of lifetimes past within you, without diminishing your color, but shining it out. I am sure I can predict what your limits are. And it is my job as a teacher and a healer to push you beyond them. I already know what you hurt from. It is my job as a healer and a teacher to take you in a different direction. I already know what you are afraid of. It is my job to push you towards the fear. Do you understand? Because this is for certain. You're going to outlive it. It is my job as a teacher and a healer to keep pushing you towards your possibilities, where all the time one argues and dismisses the possibilities because one argues for the limitation in their past. That's your nature. My effort is to be a light for you during a healing session, or through my daily inspirational write-ups, or through my videos as a teacher of the Syrian Council. You know, a little candlelight in a darkened room where you can come and listen and write the words down, then take more pride in the being or the partner or sitting next to you, to take more pride in repeating the words more beautifully, more thoughtfully than you have ever done before, knowing that what you are saying is going to create an environment, that in that environment comes the potential of the future, alleviates the pain and suffering, and actually manifests, and you did it. It is from my light that we light you up. My whole journey here is to keep you going forward and forward, to transcend this time into the future, to take you out of your need to be like everyone, and to put you back into your natural place to be your true, authentic self. Work from that center of the prize until you have so much truth, you light up, you become your own candle, you express your own unique way, and then you're onto your future, because once you know this, it works. You are self-invested into this works. The prize is a lot about eternity, or people, places, things, times, events, and dimensions. It's onward, onward, and onward. That's the prize. But truth in mind, your mind must be liberated. Truth is proof that inches us out of limitation and lethargy and compromise into the daringness of a free thinker. That is what I want you to do, because once you have an exercise of what I taught you, once you have that, you're on. You will go where the land meets the sky, and you will never run out of life, because life is being regenerated in every moment and every day. To embrace that morning, the light coming through a glistening dewdrop or a snowflake, in that simplistic, natural moment, we are connected to a whole. We are connected to ourselves. Our thinking is connected to reality. We begin to laugh all the way, astonished by the simplicity and beauty of our life. I see you and your greatest potentials when you yourself have given up. You have the capacity to do it all, because you are capacity. You are enigma. Thank you for listening to me today. This is Chris Parr, Syrian Lemurian Wisdoms and Teachings. You can reach me at www.merakilight.com or www.miraculighthealing.com. Thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for being here today.